Hi. I'm not a scholar. I'm not in academia. I'm just a layperson. But Professor Kinjo, when he contacted the Okinawa Kenjinkai a couple of months ago, he said, "Oh, small report, maybe 30 people." So I'm like, wow, this is great, and I'm happy to be here. I was asked initially to talk about my experiences with the Taikai, and so that's what I'll be speaking on. But first I wanted to know, how many folks have attended one of these Uchinanchu Taikais? I can see a show of hands. How many people were at the 2006? That's a lot, okay. How many people were at the third one in 2001? How many people in 1995 at the second one? Oh, I see a couple of hands. And the very first one in 1990. Oh, that's great. Okay. You guys should be up here talking. My experience about understanding the Okinawan diaspora, that is, how people from this small island went out and immigrated to different places, all the corners of the world, was something I probably wasn't conscious of, or it didn't connect with me. My dad would tell me that I had relatives in Hawaii. He would tell me I had relatives in Brazil. And I just thought, oh, our family likes to travel. We have some adventurous people, thinking it was unique to my family, and not knowing that, in fact, that is something that is of the Okinawan experience. And it wasn't until I went on scholarship in the year 2000, where there were other scholarship recipients from South America. And I was one of maybe 4 native English-speaking folks, and that was a real eye-opening experience. And that is what really got me to understand more of what the Okinawan experience is about. And 2001, I happened to be living in Okinawa, so I actually participated from the local perspective. I was working in the dojo that I was studying Sanshin, and actually was going to participate in the opening ceremony. So even though I knew what a Taikai was, because I heard about it and thought, oh, one day I hope I can attend, I had no idea. I had no visual image of what that would mean to have all these folks coming from all over the world, sitting in one place, celebrating their Uchinanchu background, commonalities. And I remember I was playing Sanshin in the back with a whole group of people, and it was dark, and as we started playing, the lights went up, and not unlike this, but 1,000-fold, just faces. I remember I couldn't, at first I couldn't even play, because it was just such a, it was actually kind of shocking. I wanted to be on the other side. I wanted to be sitting down and kind of watch all this, but I thought that was kind of neat that there were other folks, who were local Okinawans who got to experience that, because as they mentioned in their findings, people talked about wanting to connect more with the local Okinawans. Well, because of the number of participants, a lot of the local folks can't participate because they want to make a priority for those that have come overseas for such a long way to be able to come and make these kinds of ceremonies and events. So the things that I got to see that time actually were very limited, but there were folks from LA that had come, so sometimes I tagged along with them and I got to see other things. But what was interesting is I was teaching English at the time, and a lot of my students, and they were 18, 20-year-olds, they knew that all these thousands of people had come, but beyond that, I mean, they would say, oh yeah, I saw it on TV, or I read about it in the newspaper. But beyond that, at that time, I didn't get a whole sense of like, well, I wonder how I can go meet these people. I felt at that time too, there was a little bit of a disconnect. Although, if you're walking in Naha, when you're a participant in a Taikai, they give you these badges so you can ride on the buses for free. You can identify who's from overseas, and if you really wanted to, you can just walk up to anybody and start talking to them, where are you from, and connect that way. So that was my first experience.